Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Monday night training. It is the 15th of September, and this evening, myself and Amanda Adey are going to be going through a practitioner session, essentially, showing you how you could use your AO scan in a session if you wanted to. I just mentioned that I don't have any slides for this evening. However, I will try and remember what's coming up. If anyone wants to jump in and jog my memory, that would be great. The girls have just been over to DOD, so we will have our recap for that, not next week, but the week after. This evening, I will show you a little bit about the new inner voice. I don't know much yet either because I was not there. I wish I was, but I wasn't. So I will share with you what I do know about it. I know there's been a few people a little bit devastated that our inner voice has changed. I'm personally really enjoying the tunes though, but anyway, we'll take a look at that. What else? Do we have anything coming up?
We do. We have.
We we have Dr. Nikki.
Oh, we have Dr. Nikki next week. Yes, we do. Chiropractor, just to speak to, um, well, chiropractic, what it does for the body, why it comes up all the bloody time in our scanner, the reasons that it comes up. And she's great. She's awesome. I love chatting with her. Yes, Manda, because we don't have Bali anymore. Bali's done.
Yeah, that's it. And then we've got the day of discovery for this month. So that's all
Yeah,
we
that's
have.
it.
Yeah.
Our incentive at the moment is gold, I believe. It is. It's humic and our humic and fulvic acid supplement, which apparently is amazing for digestion. Who knew? I found that out recently and I thought that was really cool. And what else? What else? I think that's all. Oh, we have a new incentive trip as well,
Oh,
which I'm pretty sure Beck and Emma will tell us all about, but I have been given a little sneak preview into that. If you twist my arm, I might tell you. But anyway, all right. So Amanda, we're going to jump into this because this can sometimes take a little bit of time. So the very first thing that I would encourage everyone to do when they have a new client is to actually do a client intake form. Now, for being on the call tonight, we're actually going to share with you one that Amanda and I have actually done up for our quantum energetics course that we will be running soon. And so we will pop that in the chat or send it to you personally at the end of this call. I will share that just so you can see.
I think we just send it to people personally.
Send it personally? Yep, fair enough.
Yeah, they made
Yep,
the effort to jump on.
this is true. Okay, let me take a screenshot of who's here so I know because I always forget.
I mean, if they comment later and watch back, of course they can have it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. It is an incentive for being on the call. So let's be true to I'm too soft. I'm too soft. I want to get all the way. I'm actually not going to share it because I'm not necessarily going to go through all of these questions tonight because we do want to keep it moving. However, these would be the types of questions. What I'll do is I will share it so you can see it. Oh my gosh. I don't know why. Oh, okay, where's my share? This is weird. Okay, share. Here we go. Share. All right, got it. Sorry, it just looks a little bit different to when I'm on there. Okay, so this is a form, and I've already filled your name in, Amanda. But we'll just go through this. We won't put all of these details in right now, but this is an idea of what you could be doing for your client. Now, why this is important? Mainly because we want to know if there's anything that we need to look out for, basically. And also, the more information that we have, the better, I guess, picture that we can form of the person that we're working with. And information is definitely important. Now, of course, we've got on here the height, the weight, the date of birth, because we need, and email, because we need all of those things for the AO scan. So then we come down and we ask if they've been referred by someone, marital status, children, all the things. If they're seeing any other health practitioners. So Amanda, are you at the moment? And if so, for?
Yeah, I see a spiritual type chiro, so that's just for maintenance.
Yep.
Japanese acupuncturist for hormone stuff at the moment. I'm seeing a few people, actually, a naturopath who does lymphatic and visceral manipulation.
Ooh,
And I see a kinesiologist.
cool. Very good. All
Thank you.
right. And have you had any serious illnesses? And if so, what are they or were they?
I've had a past thyroid issue, but that seems to have leveled out.
Okay, no worries. And was that Hashimoto's or was
No, it was underactive.
underactive? Okay, just hold one second. I rang my son and my partner earlier, and now they're both trying to call me, and they may be worried. So I'm just going to send them a really quick text to say I'm fine, because otherwise they'll panic probably because I'm not answering. Sorry, everyone. Of course, they call as soon as I get on this call.
Oh, Rani, nice to see your face.
Okay. Have you ever had any serious traumas, accidents, stresses? If so, what were they and when?
What would be relevant? I don't know,
Yeah,
maybe
is anything relevant?
more childhood stuff like, parents were divorced. My dad's a little bit narcissistic, so I guess that's trauma. Yeah, it's probably about it. That will do.
Yeah. And look, this can be a little bit of a confronting question, and yeah,
And I mean, we'd go into more detail if I was brand new.
absolutely. And if also, if you, as you go through your session, you'll probably find out that some of the stuff will come out anyway, but people might feel that might be a little bit of a full-on question first up. What would you like to work with on this session?
Well, I think I'm perimenopausal/menopausal, so maybe that. I've had some awful inflammation in my wrist, so I've been working on that with everyone at the moment. It's calming down, and I've been working on my hormones. That's kind of the main thing that I'm in at the moment.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. And your evaluation of the problem. So maybe pain in your wrist, what would be your...
It's heaps better. I got to yoga and actually could do a downward dog today. So I reckon pain is about 3 or 4, whereas it was like 9.
Okay. When was it 9?
Probably 2 weeks ago it was a 9.
Okay. Awesome. And the issue of the menopause and the hormonal imbalance,
That's just been the last couple of months as my periods are starting to change.
yeah, okay, cool. And sort of in the level of importance to you, or on a ratio of 1 to 10?
When I'm in it, it's probably 10 and 10, but this week's pretty good. So I'd say I'm about 2 out of 10. It's not really that relevant, but it does come and go.
Yeah, okay.
I'm having a good week.
And have you had the wrist issue before?
I have, yeah.
Okay, and when?
It comes and goes. So I don't know if it's a work thing as well. It could be a work thing. And I also get a ganglion cyst on that same wrist, but that hasn't come up for at least 6 months.
Okay, so that also comes and goes.
Yeah, on the same wrist.
Okay. Have you had other healthcare treatment for this issue problem? Yes, so you mentioned some of the others that you're working with. We probably don't need to go back into that. Is there anything else or any other symptoms that you are experiencing at the moment that we...
Sometimes lack of sleep.
Mm,
Energy is a bit blah. About
Yep.
it.
Okay, cool. Any medications or supplements? This is especially important, I think, for us to get a handle on, because there could be contraindications and things.
No medication, but supplements, yeah.
Lots?
What comes up in my scanner, but actually at the moment I'm not ignoring that a bit, but I've been taking actually collagen every day. I've started on that because I find that's helped.
Yep.
And I've taking more magnesium at night. And just I take vitamin Bs, I take vitamin C.
Yep.
And then the rest is whatever shows on my scanner.
Yep.
Oh, and I take sometimes a menopausal sort of Chinese herbal mix.
Nice.
But I haven't taken it this week, so I'm a bit slack. I just take it when I have the symptom.
And you feel like you need it, yeah.
Do not great.
Any vibrational remedies that you're on at the moment?
No, nothing right now.
Okay. Any allergies?
Yeah, well, I've been doing NATE for 8 months and my allergies are all coming down.
Okay, so
So
nothing of
no, just change of season. I had a few little I think bit of hay fever, but nothing like I used to get.
major. Yeah. Okay, cool. Do you have difficulty sleeping?
Sometimes.
Any particular time that you wake in the night?
Can be an hour after sleep or about 2 or 3.
Okay. And when that happens, are you unable to get back to sleep again?
Sometimes, yeah, I can be a bit insomniac around my cycle.
Yeah, okay.
2 days before I'm insomniac.
I hear you on that.
Yeah.
Do you have any digestive problems that you're aware of?
Nope.
And are your bowel movements regular, like daily?
Yep.
It's important to ask this one because I know in a couple of examples that I've spoken to, people are like, yeah, I'm regular. And when you say daily, they go, oh, no, weekly.
No, I go twice a day, sometimes
Yeah.
3.
Wow.
I
That is
know,
regular.
it's not really regular.
That's very regular. But yeah, just for everyone watching, it's a really good idea. I know we don't want to talk about poo, but it's a big deal. And if people are only, they may think they're regular because they go once a week, and that's not cool. So I always actually say, do you go daily at least? Okay. And have you had any vaccinations other than the usual childhood ones?
Nope.
Okay. Any root canals, fillings?
A few fillings, but no root canal.
Okay, no root canal. That's all I'm really interested in. How much water do you drink daily?
Try to do 2 liters.
Yep, perfect.
Those.
And do you do any exercise daily?
Yeah, I walk or I do yoga or I do Pilates. It's always daily.
Nice. Do you consider yourself to have a healthy diet?
Generally, but I have a bit of a chocolate sugar thing at night.
Cool. And are you any particular way,
No.
like keto or anything like that? No.
No.
Okay. Have you experienced any of the following conditions in the last 12 months?
Probably a bit of fatigue.
Which one? Fatigue?
Yeah, a bit of fatigue, probably a bit of anxiety with my hormones.
Yep.
Probably some sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it.
Cool. Which we've the anxiety we hadn't picked up on, but yeah.
Yeah, that's good at the moment, but it's just when my hormones are a bit.
Yeah. Okay. And then where was sleep?
Difficult under anxiety, difficult sleeping.
Oh, it's hiding. Awesome. All right. Do you smoke?
Nope.
Do you drink?
Occasionally.
Yep. And do you do any recreational drugs?
No.
Okay. Any genetic or like family health problems that could be following through to you?
My mum's got diabetes, but she manages it with food.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got hemochromatosis, but I don't have it because I've been tested. And there's been bowel cancer. And that's about it.
Mum or dad for bowel cancer?
Mum's side.
Yep. Right. No worries. And dad's okay?
Yeah, I think there's been a bit of heart stuff, but that's about it.
Okay, cool. Awesome. And then you have any comments there that you want to put in there. In here as well, some cancellation policy things, and it's always good to get a signature and a date from your client as well. If it's online, I always just read out the declaration and disclaimer to my clients and then put like a little tick on there and the date on there as well, just so you know that you've had their permission. So that's great. Thank you, Amanda. I'm going to save that and refer back to it if we need it. Now, because in the interests of timing, we have, here's one we prepared earlier. So we have a scan already completed for Amanda. And we actually did an easy scan, but I tend to actually do.
Sorry, Rose, someone said that TNT is someone.
Oh, who is it?
Rosa Shambrook is trying to rejoin.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, just so you
Has she come back in?
I don't know.
Okay. I can't see her. I've been admitting people as they've been coming in. If someone wants to let her know, she's welcome to come back in. We just didn't know who she was. But if we know that she's Teresa, that's fine. So what I was going to say is when I run scans, I usually do individual. So I'll do a inner voice.
Oh, won't let her because she was removed. Oops, sorry, I'm just reading that. We did ask who it was.
Yeah, we did like
At least 8 minutes.
I'm not sure what to do. Sorry, I can't. I don't know. I don't know. Can she? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, someone's gonna have to let her know. I don't know how to handle that. Sorry, I'm not good on the
Maybe I
technicals.
can message her if you like while you continue.
Thank you. Can you? Yeah, because I don't know how to not stop her from coming in, unfortunately. Okay, so what I would usually do would be an inner voice of full vitals and then select in the comprehensive what's come up for the person. However, we did an easy scan for just make sure you're muted, guys, for Amanda today. So we will go through. So your wrist may not have been picked up, but we'll see what happens anyway from there. So we always start with the inner voice because well, I always do anyway, because it is, I think, where everything starts is with the emotions. And we have this amazing, I said I would show you a little bit about the inner voice. So I love this. I think it looks fabulous. So this is just the chart that we have always had. And then it's telling us our most dominant frequencies down here. Can see that
Is
I
that
have,
the new update, is it?
yeah. Ooh, look at that. This is under your version 2. So green light wave glasses supporting inner balance, social interaction, harmony, and self-acceptance. So the emotion, so it's unacknowledged versus self-validated. So we've got a little bit of anxiety, emotional pain, and relationship conflict coming up here. So we'll have a look. So we've got some hormones, so serotonin, and these are the different, interesting that you mentioned thyroid. It's come up a couple of things, but of course we know when hormones are involved, and the thyroid's often very much involved as well. So let's have a look. We've got bladder, thyroid, and the sacral muscles. Was it me saying I had a sore back, or were you saying?
No, it was you.
I thought you agreed with me. All right, so we can look at that. We can see there's a few things that we might want to pay attention to. I am seeing, I always go for the things that keep showing up, right? So we've got increased hydration. It's always in the wrong spot, isn't it? Where the little thing is. Anyway, so we've got increased hydration a couple of times here. We've got trace minerals, which can be twice as well. Got your Cairo going there. And improved digestion, and Cairo is a couple of times there as well. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. So this is our positive and negative emotions that we used to have. That's pretty cool. I like it. All right, so the next one is suppressed emotional versus self-expression. So let's just have a look at the vitals here again. So we've got depression, frustration, and lack of confidence. Does any of that mean anything to you?
Probably been frustrated.
Yeah. And how about the any back pain at all? Because that's come up a couple of times.
Well, I think the risk can sometimes be my shoulder. So
Yeah,
it could
right. So
be
that's
upper back,
referred pain potentially.
maybe.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what they're all working on, is kind of all the nerves around there.
Okay, so upper back potentially.
Well, upper back, shoulder,
Yeah.
try and
Okay.
release it through there.
It's also picking up some seed oils there as well. So then we move down and we've got kidneys again, which is interesting. We had kidney before, didn't we? I think we did. I'm tired, can you tell? All right, so we've got digestive enzymes, monitor blood sugar and your blood pressure, improve digestion again, increase hydration, pre and probiotics, reduce stress, because that's really easy, increase trace minerals and consider Chiro. All right, so there's a few things that are showing up there. So we'll keep an eye on that. So let's go to the next one. All right, emotions and vitals. Frustration again. Now, I also know that Amanda is either a generator. No, you're a generator, aren't you? Not a manifesting generator.
Just
Yeah,
generate.
generator. So frustration is actually Amanda's emotion, especially when she's out of balance. Okay, so it's just an indication that there's a bit of conflict going on, inner conflict there, perhaps some lack of confidence. And let's see, beef, it's picking up on beef and potatoes there as well, but we'll have a look at more on that. So, spine, exercise in a pool, increase trace minerals, consider Chiro. Well, you're doing Cryo, so that's great. We've got increased trace minerals again and hydration. And I really think that that's the one that's, do you take anything for your minerals?
Yeah, when they come up, I do. I'm probably not taking them unless they come up.
Hmm. I do
Um,
tend to do my minerals every day.
yeah, whereas
A
I
little
was
bit of Celtic sea salt or something in the water bottle.
yeah, I sometimes do that, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe being a little bit more consistent with that by the look of this, but let's check the last one as well. And then we've got conflicting beliefs versus congruent, and this is your most suppressed one, so this is the lowest note, and sometimes this will be one that you're not really aware of. So a bit of nervous exhaustion, low self-esteem, and uncertain about love. Iodine, which can often be an indicator for your thyroid as well, some stuff going on there. Trace minerals again, mold exposure. Do you feel like you've got any of that going on?
There is a tiny bit of mold in our new bathroom on the roof from the rain. Just
Okay.
come through, but other than that,
That's interesting. This is picking up on your collagen and your magnesium, which is two things that you said you're doing, which is
yeah.
wonderful. Yeah, so look, I'm seeing that trace minerals again and again, and also digestion, I would say, would be the ones that we need to potentially have a little bit more focus on, out of this anyway. And of course, you'll be receiving your tunes, so you can listen to those as well. So anything else there jumping out at you?
What was it? Just the nervous exhaustion, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And do you think that's a combination of not sleeping very well as, the hormonal imbalances going on there?
Yeah, I just also think it's been a very stressful couple of months, and I'm coming out of that, and I'm probably getting some breathing space. And so I'm feeling, sometimes you come out of it and you're like, oh God, that was full on, or that was exhausting, or that like I feel that, yeah, I'm just trying to sort of recover.
Yeah, okay. And what can you be doing amongst that to support yourself? You sound like you're doing a lot, which is great. Is there
Mm.
anything else that you think you could be doing to kind of support yourself within that?
I don't think so, other than maybe
I
getting up
think
earlier.
maybe, yeah, maybe the magnesium and the trace minerals as well. I actually think they would support that a bit with that
The
nervous.
magnesium's just come in the last 2 weeks, but yeah, I reckon the trace minerals maybe in the morning with my smoothie or something.
Yeah, I think that might be a good
So
addition.
I've got liquid form that I can use.
Yeah, excellent. Okay. All right, we're going to jump now into your vitals. When I'm doing vitals, I really just look for the things that we've kind of talked about. Now, digestion's kind of come up a bit, and I'm wondering whether we need to sort of just look at that for you, Amanda, because you have got a bit coming up, in the dairy there. And I did notice that cheese came up for you as well. Are you having much cheese at
Dairy.
the moment?
I don't drink dairy. I'm
Okay.
a coconut milk,
Yeah,
so I don't
right.
drink cow's milk.
Yeah.
The only thing that might come in is cheese, but I did actually have a tiny bit of blue cheese earlier, so it could be that.
That might be why it's picked up on the cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you wouldn't be getting casein from anywhere either, really, then, if you're not. Yeah. Okay. Well, keep away from it because it's showing
Mm.
up for you.
Yeah, that's why I don't have it because it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does upset my gut.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Um, I find that fruits come up a lot for people, and you can see here that you've got quite a few. But again,
I eat a lot of avocado.
so you might be just overdoing. And look, it was a 6, and then it's come out as flagged. So it could just mean that you're overdoing that a little bit. Ease up a little. Coconut. That's
Well, I
something.
have
Oh,
coconut milk and I have coconut yogurt.
Yeah, okay. Um, that number one could mean too that it's just making you a little bit sluggish as well. So yeah, maybe just easing back a little bit on that one as well. Um, Oats, have you been having many of those lately?
Not this week. Last week I did.
Okay, all right. Well, that's good. You don't need to ease up on it if you're not really having them at the moment. Quail, love, is that on the menu
No,
at the moment?
no, I
How
haven't had any
about lamb?
lamb either.
No? Okay. Well, you
No
would just
trout.
keep those away from those. No trout? No. Okay. Um, your nuts and seeds, chia seeds are the only one that, have you had that recently?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. And then when we get down into here, some of these may actually be supportive. So licorice root's actually really good for the digestive system. So perhaps I, often think that maybe that's more about trying to support some of those things. So licorice tea is amazing. So you're not having licorice at the moment much?
Yeah, I do. I have licorice tea occasionally,
Okay.
and yeah,
Okay.
but the cloves is interesting because I made some clove oil tea up a while ago to have, and my system just totally reacted.
Ah, interesting. Okay, cool.
So I had
All
to
right.
stop taking it.
Yeah, right. And what about any of these others? Cumin or dill?
No, not lately, not sage, no.
Yeah, all right. Let's have a look at some of these. So broccoli is coming up, which is interesting, and bamboo shoots and chives.
None of that lately.
Okay, cool. Eggs, we're all okay. All right, so then we get into our blood lipids here. Um, is iron an issue for you?
Not generally, no.
Okay. We'll have a look further down as well at that, but there's a few little bits and pieces. Do you take any omegas when you're told on your scanner you probably
Yeah,
do? Yeah,
yeah, when
okay.
it comes up.
Because there's a couple sort of just showing up there.
Yeah.
Um, all right, from a chakra perspective, you're pretty balanced, love, considering what you've had going on, but your sacral was out and also that throat.
Where I hold the frustration.
Aha, in the sacral?
Well, as a what is it, a generator?
Yeah, true, 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 right? Yeah, and also if you're feeling that little bit of indecisiveness or, push pull against things, then that can be where that will show up as well. And you can also see bladder was picked up for you. Have you been having any issues in that area? Because that was picked up as your meridian as well in the inner voice, I noticed.
Yeah, I have been feeling like I'm going a bit more regular. Like it's just,
I think that could be a menopausal thing too.
yeah, I think
Yeah, a
so.
bit of a
Because I'm
hormonal
like,
thing. So.
never used to get up in the middle of the night to go to the toilet, and I am, and I just, yeah, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, okay, cool. Well, that's something just to keep an eye on as well. We've got a few things in the chat. Okay, so we've got the meridians happening. I might just check the chat quickly. Hang on, because I can see there's like 13 messages. Okay. Licorice root, great for hormone stress, cortisol. There we go. If there's any questions, let me know.
Yeah, Fulvic. Yeah, was taking gold regularly. I might bring that back.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, so let's have a look at your meridian. So there were a few out of whack. So your lung was a bit low, so was your spleen, but they've come back into balance. Kidney, which was also flagged in your inner voice.
And I did some kidney work like yesterday, actually. I did a workshop and the theme was in kidneys.
Okay, cool. So that might be a little bit left over. Triple warmer as well, which is often our, that link to that adrenal, so that nervous exhaustion, and that could be why. And it's a bit over energy there, which is interesting. And then the pericardium as well. Look, they've all come back into balance except your governing, which is running down your spine. Why do I feel like you have got back issues, miss?
I don't project it onto me.
I know, I feel like I am. All right, so we've got governing vessel there, but let's just explore what else the governing vessel is about, especially if it's a little bit low. So it serves to govern the development of the other meridians, chakras and organs and the rest of the body. Yeah, and the spine's the material thing. So maybe your spine's just a little bit tired if it's a little under energy. Digestive functions, like I said before, there's a little bit going on in there. Do you have MTHFR? No.
No.
Okay. Oh, someone's trying to come in. Tess. Great. Yeah, I'm just going to say it's not very happy, if you can see there. And inflammation, which you already knew about, right? So yeah, that's just backing up what you were saying about that. We've got a few in the insulin resistance as well. So yeah, there's a lot of red in this part, gastrointestinal, and all of the pancreas as well. So, I mean, down here is looking okay, but these guys, yeah, maybe need to look into that a little bit further as to what can be supportive of that. Look at your amino acids as well. Yeah, so I also like to, which I don't know whether we'll do it right now, but I also like to look at the foods in the lysine and the valine. So the ones that have stayed out as well, because sometimes, and actually we will do it really quickly. I'll just pull up my my list and I'll read to you what the foods are supportive for that, because that's one little thing that I do like to do for clients, because oftentimes, you know how I mentioned with the licorice root. Can you tell me what they are? Because I've got mine open now. Valine and
Valine and lysine.
lysine. Because sometimes it's what we need, right? All right, so lysine, this is known for antiviral, helps to prevent herpes and cold sores and that type. And needed for hormone production. There we go. Supports the growth and maintenance of bones. All right, so plant-based is legumes, beans, nuts, seeds, vegetables, watercress, hemp seeds, chia. Chia did come up in yours, avocados, lentils, chickpeas, spirulina, some other things. And then grass-fed meat, pork, chicken, salmon, cod, sardines, cheese, eggs, and yogurt.
Yeah, interesting, because I've been intuitively going, I need more seeds, and I just started a green spirulina thing to put in my juices, not my smoothies and stuff, just to
Perfect.
get more of that sort of green stuff.
Well, that would also support some of those fatty acids too, right? The yeah, those ones. Now, valine, this is for normal growth, repair tissues, regulate blood sugar, and provide the body with energy. So valine helps stimulate the central nervous system needed for proper mental functioning, prevent the breakdown of muscle by supplying muscles with extra energy, glucose for energy production during intense physical activity. Also can remove nitrogen from the liver. Yeah, so can help to support that as well. So for that one, plant-based sources are beans, spinach, legumes, broccoli, sesame seeds, hemp seeds, chia seeds, sprouted grains, figs, avocados, some more fruits and different things in there, and peanuts. So then also animal-based is cheese, cottage cheese, yogurt, eggs, grass-fed beef and lamb, wild-caught salmon and trout. So there you go. So sometimes when it's picking it up, right, it's actually because you need them. Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
Now, generally, I would use muscle testing just to confirm that, because we obviously don't want to give someone something what they don't need. But, you know, just from those two, you can see that sometimes it's the foods that we need to help support the body. But again, we need to get the digestion happening, so you're actually getting what you need from those foods. Do you take any enzymes or
Yes, if I feel like my gut's not right, I will take some enzymes for a while, and then, but at the moment I've felt like I've been
Yeah,
okay.
been okay. Well, you're regular too, so usually that's kind of a good indicator. But you can see here that the enzymes were a little bit off, but they've all come back into balance. So I'd just say keep an eye on that, and you can because you have a scanner. Um, all right, so we've got your macro and micro minerals, iodine, which was picked up in your inner voice as well, and silicon are showing up there. Do you ever supplement with iodine?
I used to when I had the thyroid issue, but it hasn't come up. But I do have some of that in my I have multi-minerals. So there is some iodine in that if I take it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
maybe worthwhile just keeping an eye on that one as well. I know that someone had said even just putting, and this is what I've done in my own scanner, is I use the Lugol solution and I have it in there for 2 drops, 4 drops, 6 drops, and 10 drops. And so, and often, it'll just show up in one of those dosages, and I just take whatever it is. So, because iodine's always been a bit of a thing for me too. All right, so vitamins here, so coenzyme Q10 and B1. I wouldn't necessarily say to go out and have them, just based on one scan, but I do
Got
wonder
coenzyme in my scanner and it hasn't shown lately.
this.
Um,
Okay, cool. Yeah,
yeah, I do have that in my scanner because I used to take it.
I just wondered about whether that would be a supplement that you would take. Would it have anything to do with your wrist? Probably not.
I
It's
think
more
it's more
heart.
heart stuff.
Yeah, I just thought maybe it would have. Yeah, anyway, that's okay. Basic
Plus,
physical.
energetics. Oh, has that got Heart Plus got the coenzyme or
Hmm?
is it just a substitute? Yep. I'm just reading Michelle's comment.
Cool. Okay.
Heart is shoulder pain. Yes, it can be heart
Ah,
meridian, can it?
yes, there you go. So there you go. It could be linked into that. I don't know why I thought that, but I did. Okay, so we've got disc protrusion coming up, cartilage healings. Why is it going to all of this?
These are we gotta
If
wake
you're
up.
not having a physical
Get out of-
symptoms of that, sorry.
get out of bed tomorrow.
I know. Maybe it was your pain I was
I'm not
feeling today.
surrogating for Right.
Spinal accessory nerve as well. See, it's all coming back to the spine, love. Parasympathetic nervous system function is there as well, and sympathetic. Okay, so yeah, that's all interesting to keep an eye on. So cardiovascular, cerebrovascular that's not looking too bad. So come down, your collagen's looking good because you're supplementing, which is great. Ovaries, testes, so that's, you have got some stuff going on there which we know about. Bags under the eyes, love.
that always shows.
No. Norepinephrine, so this might be what you're picking up with all the stress. And then we've got a little bit of liver, feeling a little bit out there.
What did someone say? Could spinal flow more gentle than chiro? Yeah, I've never had spinal flow. I think who was offering me? Sue was offering me spinal flow, so I might need it, Sue. I know you're not on the
Yeah,
call today, but if you listen,
that can definitely be, yeah, might be slight, but your chiro is quite spiritual though too. It's not the
it's
normal
gentle
kind of
chiro.
chiro.
It's not a
Yeah.
crackback chiro.
Yeah. Protein metabolism, a little bit low there as well. And we have a detox phase 3. I don't know what that one is about. If that's what it's about.
Yeah, I think that's the third one. Is it a third or second?
It is.
Oh, it's second.
No, it's phase 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Protein metabolism will tie in with aminos. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Although, yeah. Yeah. Ovarian cysts. Now, we
That's
know
not
you've
something that
got
shows
stuff.
up.
Sorry. Yeah, same. I've got that comes up a lot. So, unless you're actually, there's issues in that area for that, then yeah, I wouldn't get too concerned about that.
Yeah, not that I know of.
I think that shows up when there's anything going on in that area because it comes up for me a fair bit too, and I don't have that as far as I know. All right, so let's look at your toxicities, your allergies. You can see here, like you said, you are a little bit allergic to things, but There's not too many coming up over this side, which is great. Let's look at bacterial. I like to look at bacterial as a, you know, to then see what's going on from a digestive perspective. And there's a few showing up there as well for you. Fungus, only the one, even though there's quite a bit going on over here. Human toxins, medications.
I haven't taken anything other than vitamins.
Do you drink tap water?
Nope, it's all filtered. It's all.
Yeah, I don't know then. Someone around you?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Some
I
heavy
find
metals.
that comes up a lot with my clients, and they might have taken a Panadol like the week before, and that's it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Unless it's from the flower essence or something, I don't know.
True.
Supplements can show up. Yeah, maybe it's supplements. Good point. Can show up as medication.
True.
Yeah,
That's true too. Yeah.
that's what I'd say
Um,
to you.
and you have been, you know, consistent with those lately, particular couples. So there's a couple of molds there too. So yeah, just that showed up a bit earlier. You did have some parasites showing up in your inner voice as well. I'm doing a
Yes,
cleanse at the
parasites.
moment.
Don't
But
we always have that?
sorry.
Doesn't everyone have the parasites showing up?
We do, yeah. And look, you've got a few there, but you know, over this side, not as many. So I wouldn't be too concerned about that. You do regular parasite cleanses and things anyway, don't
I
you?
haven't done one for ages. Probably need to.
So maybe even just using your frequencies for that. And viruses, yeah, so there's a bit floating around at the moment, but you are asymptomatic for any viruses at the moment anyway, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. All right, so from there we can see there's a few foods and different things to pay some attention to. All right, let's have a quick look at your comprehensive. I don't spend a lot of time in comprehensive at all. I don't even know what time is it. What time is it?
7:50.
Okay, cool. If I was doing this for Amanda, I would have done her wrist. Have you scanned it?
Yeah. It's not giving me a lot. It's a bit sneaky.
Yeah, okay. Which could mean, haha, heart is there though. Which could mean, and torso muscles. So that's interesting because remember that the spine stuff. Not that you want to acknowledge it, but it's there.
No.
In denial. So maybe it is more linked to that spine and your vertebrae here too. See, pelvis, ribs, skull, vertebra.
They're tight. I guess it's all tight, but I'm not in pain.
I know, but that can be referral, and that's a big thing to for everyone watching. That's a big thing as well to recognize that sometimes where the pain is, and if it's not coming up on that comprehensive, then perhaps it can be, you know, a referred pain that we're just not knowing where it is. So I love to go to the table report. The image report does my head in, and then I just scroll down till I find, you know, some things going on. Had Amanda's wrist been on there, I would have checked that out a bit more. But because that's not showing, yeah, just have a little look. I usually just look for the double reds and, you know, just speak into that if there's anything that's really sort of grabbing my attention. So pancreas, we did have a bit coming up with the pancreas. Adrenals. The anus, of course, it's going to come.
What's going on in there?
Sorry. Of course, it's got to be there. I love the rectum. That always comes up for me. All right. So this one's 52% of meninges cross section. I wouldn't worry too much about that. Okay. So skin, we're looking for, yeah, a little bit in liver. Respiratory. There's a bit
Emotional
in
connection.
respiratory.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think it is a bit emotional, my wrist, to be honest. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your lungs as well. There's a bit going on in the respiratory, which also did. And look, it's 45 only down to 43. So that mold potentially could be giving you a little bit of curry in that area. Is there anything else going on with lungs?
Well, that's when I get my allergies, but they've been so much better.
Yeah, okay. So nothing of note. Organs in the neck. Left knee, right knee, knees, anything going on with the knees? Flexibility?
No, not that I've got worse areas.
Okay. That's what it comes down to sometimes, doesn't it, when you get your coxer, right coxer?
I'd say
Interesting.
it's just tight because I don't feel the pain. So I reckon it's just really tight all through there.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I wouldn't say there's too much going on. There's like zygomatic, and again, we want to be looking over a few different scans as well. So this is a one off. So that is another thing just to note that sometimes it's really handy to do a few and see what the patterns are that are coming up with this. So T2, there you go, which is quite high up in the upper back, which was what was picked up. Thoracic vertebra T3 as well there. And then we've got nerves of the brain. We did pick up the nerves in a couple of nerves in the vitals. Nerves of the head, right trochlea.
That looked like I was about to have a meltdown. It was a double 9.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe craniosacral. Oh, look at this one. Heart from 39, but bumped up to 53. So there could be a connection with the heart and that shoulder and the wrist. That one went down, but that was quite high there too. And then we've got this one that's gone up. Top cut. Interesting. Keep an eye on that. Lymphatics, 40 down to 32. Yeah, so this is what I tend to like to do with this, just to go through and see if there's any areas that, you know, correlate to what the person's been talking about and whether we need to dive into it more fully. Chromosomes, I don't know much about, if I'm honest, but this one's gone the other way too, your left eye. You did mention to me your vision's been a bit, is it your left eye particularly?
Can't really tell, but just
Just
yeah.
in general. All right, so the other thing another thing that we wanted to share with you tonight. So the way then that you can pull this together is generally when I work with a client, I will then say, all right, let's look at the problem areas that we've got here. So for Amanda, it might be the wrist, it might be, you know, a bit of hormonal balance. You could also run a body systems for the hormones. I'm not going to do that tonight, but that is something, you know, if it was specifically around hormones, that's also something that I would do. But then I would be around coming up with a Cephi playlist to help support that person. So we have some physical things that Amanda can go away and do. We've talked about hydration, increasing those trace minerals, making sure she's getting that 2 liters a day and it's actually getting into her system. Some of those foods and supporting that digestive system a little bit more too, because we think that that could be, you know, potential. Maybe looking at the heart and the CoQ10, like that type of thing to help support the heart a little bit, because it does indicate that there might be something, you know, that could use a bit more support there. But a really cool thing, and particularly with this new stuff that we've got going on with our Cephis, we thought we would show you this evening. In our Cephi, we now have the ability to scan for so many different things, right? Because they've added in all of the new things in there. So we thought what we could do is go in and just scan for, what was it, affirmations, then flowers and chakras.
Yeah, and the first one, quantum reach, I think. Yeah, and then what else? We've got the minerals
I
now.
never did a scan. Oh my God.
We've got the minerals and we've got the essential oils and the tuning forks.
So what we're going to do is add all of these. So we've got stamina. That makes sense. So I'm just going to write these down. Amanda is also then going to go, oh my gosh, I don't know how to go back or do anything in here. I think I'm going to have to come out and in every time. That sucks. I'm just got to move this out of the way because it's driving me insane. Okay, so the next one is, so it was stamina in affirmations, yeah?
Yeah, so we've got, what do we got? Stamina.
Common cold. That's interesting.
Better not be getting one.
I know, I was about to say you're gonna curse me. You did this to me. All right. Flowers. Let's see. Scan. And so what you can do is make up a Cephi list made of just of this. So this is procrastination, Sunju. Indecisiveness, lack of focus and daydreaming enhances groundedness, being focused and living in the present. Sound like you could use some of that?
Yeah.
Sunju. All right, so that's that one. What was the next bit? A chakra.
We can go to a chakra.
Yep. And then I want to get to the new ones. That's what I'm excited about. And so Amanda did this for herself this morning and then popped it all into ChatGPT to ask what it might be.
Which I'm going to do now.
Yeah, which we're going to do. So that's throat chakra, which we're going to show you guys how to do that. AO tune?
Yep.
Oh, hang on. Homeopathics? No. Essential oils and minerals. Let's do that here first. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. How cool that we've got the essential oils. All right, lavender.
Like a little bit of lavender.
Yeah, nice for sleeping, right? Mindful of the time, guys. I know it's getting late and we're all tired. My children still aren't home. Interesting. I hope they haven't had something happen. No, they're on their way home. Okay.
What's that one?
Micro minerals. Oh, cobalt. Yeah, it's a micro mineral.
What's that do?
Okay.
I can't even remember.
Cobalt, and then
Tune.
tune, and that's it then. Do we have to go in? Where do I have to go for this?
Oh, you should be able to scan that.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. If anyone knows watching, I'm just going to change back to the old one. I should have done that. All right, let's see. Yeah, you can scan here.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I don't know what's going on there, but anyway. Unless I just missed it. Okay, gamma. I think it came up with that already.
Gamma 528, is it?
528. Did that come up today? Yeah, 528. It also says 417 there.
Oh, 528 slash
417.
417.
And so then we would just go in and set up a playlist for Amanda. And you're going to run it through chat for us, Amanda?
Yes, what I'm doing is I'm adding all those stamina, common cold, flower essence, the chakra for the throat, the lavender oil, the minerals, the gamma. And I'm just going to ask what it all means in regards to my health, and can you pull it all together?
Yeah. And so I'm just doing up this playlist as we go. Quantum affirmations, common cold. Sorry, love. Do you want to share your?
Yeah, so basically it's saying stamina and common cold, your system may be flagging lower reserves, especially the throat lung area. It suggests needing to conserve and rebuild your core while supporting your immune defenses right now. The mineral cobalt connected to blood, nervous system, B12 and oxygen. This points towards strengthening vitality and cellular circularity systems. The throat chakra focuses on clear communication, speaking up. There could be congestion in that area around the throat or the cold. The lavender is going to help soothe the respiratory system, tension, relax the throat muscles, and bring down inflammation. And the sundew flower essence typically supports clarity when there's disassociation or vagueness, to get you to stay grounded, stay focused, and bring the scattered energy back together. This link's beautiful with stamina. You're being asked to consolidate energy instead of leak it. And the frequency, the gamma, is for a brainwave, and it will help link with spiritual insights, memory, and resilience. Suggest your system is reorganizing now to a higher order, so that might be happening for me. The 528 will help the DNA repair and the inner peace. And the 417 is clearing negative or releasing old trauma for new beginnings. Together, they can point to renewal at both a physical, cellular, and emotional level, letting go of weakness in your immunity and levels. So the message here is it's highlighting I'm rebuilding my core stamina through rest, grounding, and nourishment, while also clearing the throat, the respiratory pathways, and encourage clearer self-expression, which came up in the inner voice. The mineral piece is replenishing you at a deeper level, oxygen and nervous system. And the flowers frequencies are stabilizing your mind, letting go of old energetic imprints. The lavender is calming and great for self-care and to help, I guess, soothe stress that could otherwise drain you. In short, your body's asking for immune resilient throat and respiratory balance and deeper cellular replenishment. Your energy field wants you to ground, focus, and express your truth calmly, to carry this into a higher state of health and stamina.
Very good.
Which is kind of where I feel quite exhausted and burnt out.
Yeah.
And I feel like I can't see as many clients at the moment, and I'm just trying to kind of take my energy back.
Yeah. I do wonder whether from a wrist perspective as well, because you're working with your hands all the time as well, then potentially from that emotional perspective and that burnout perspective, if you've got that wrist pain, then it's harder to work with your clients as well.
Yeah, and I find the wrist pain comes up when I'm overworked.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So that's really cool. I was actually thinking there is a cell salt as well that helps support getting the fluid into the cells. I don't know which one it is, but we could also add that into the playlist as well from a hydration perspective to try and support that as well when we find out what it is. So then you could literally send that for a week if you wanted. It really depends on the person and what the package is that you're looking at offering. We did go looking for some pricing on things, and happy to have a discussion around this. I think when I run, I have been 175 for the 3 scans and then running some Cephi's support, and that is with the consult. I will do a lesser price if I'm just running scans. So I've had some clients who have had many scans with me now and they just want the scans run. So I do a cheaper price for them just because I don't have to do the actual online and go through it for an hour with them. But yeah, what's everybody else? Like we also just discussed baby. Like I will just send Cephi's to someone as well. That's another service that I offer. I usually send them for the week and I charge 100 for that. So that's another, option that you can have for people, or maybe you want to do a quick 30-minute session like we just did. Go through some of those things like we did for Amanda's Cephi, or even just the inner voice, and then do that with the Cephis, and you could charge, maybe even $150 to run that for them. So you're doing the Cephi every day for them, plus a little consult. There's so many different ways. If it's an add-on to the service that you currently do, then you might want to have another price, for it. It's really it's a bit of a, how much, like how long is a piece of string really, and it's really up to the individual as well. I'm just going to go through and read some of these. Tess asked, how did you get the info? That was just literally ChatGPT and entering each of those categories from the Cephi that have come up.
Yeah, basically just wrote, these are the frequencies showing in my AO scanner. So my ChatGPT knows that I have an AO scanner because I tell it a lot. So it kind of knows what that is, but the more specific you are, the more it will work for you. And I just said, these are the frequencies that have scanned up today. Could you let me know how this relates to my health and how it all pulls together?
Yeah.
That's what I asked
And
her.
yeah, the more you train it, so I said to Amanda this afternoon, can you please do the chat side of it? Because my chat at the moment, I haven't trained it up very well. I used to have a shit hot one and it's gone now, unfortunately. And so I just haven't spent the time really doing that. So Joe said she charges $75 for inner voice only. With the consult, the $99 for one a week for a month. I don't really understand that. Okay, Sephi is $80, sorry, $60 for a scan, putting together a playlist and running for 5 days for 2 hours, and that's with no consult. Yeah. So there is, there's a lot of different pricing. The 99 is ongoing, is what Joe said. Yeah,
Language says for risk, feeling chained, stuck, overworked. Yeah, overworked.
overworked.
Pretty
Yeah.
changing your mind, no. Seeing other points of view, letting go of pain, stress, probably letting go of stress. And yeah, probably there's some fear that I've noticed from some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so some of that is relevant.
Yeah.
I've got to do myself a kinesia balance tomorrow, even though I have been, but I need to do more.
Yeah. You could also run this Sephi. um, Angela said you say shoulder pain earlier too. Those nerves around the neck and shoulder can totally affect the entire arm, fingers,
Mm.
wrist, and elbow. Yeah. Yeah. Protein metabolism time.
I just need a holiday. I won't say break. I need a
Yeah,
holiday.
don't say break. Governing vessel is that runs up the spine. Yeah. So I'm just reading back through. What's the list that you are reading from page? Oh, I don't know what that was for, Karen.
Was that for the aminos?
I don't know. It was about 742, so I'm not
That's
sure.
for the lysine and the valine?
Ah, yes, it is. And that's a protein one that I've got, which yeah, you can literally just search it on Google though. It's probably easier. I do have a resource, but which I can share with you. That's fine. Should make myself clearer. The $99 is one inner voice scan a week, no consult because I teach them how to read their report. Sorry for the confusion. Yeah, okay. So that's what Joe charges for a month worth of inner voices. Yeah, where she does one per week by the sound of it. You're a generator, Amanda. What are you doing out of expectation rather than what's lighting you up? That's a very good point.
I was talking about that yesterday.
Yes, yes, that's right. So yeah, that's another really important
Earning
thing.
a living.
And that's sacral energy as well. So hopefully this was helpful to you. Well, I'm aware it's 10 past 8 now. Do we have any other questions? Anything you want to know? Hopefully this has been helpful. This was really just to show you that, you can go through it. If you wanted to, you could also go through it before the client, you got on the call with the client, then you can direct them like to those areas. So you don't have to go through the full vitals if you don't want to, but you can literally say, hey, this is what I noticed out of your vitals. And you can like take them to that specific area instead of scrolling through the whole lot. I kind of like to do that. Yeah. And then start to make those connections like we have this evening as well. I love looking at the emotional. The emotional, I think, is always the key. And look, we came full circle, really, didn't we? In the end, it's like we've got those
Yeah.
physical things going on, but yeah, in the end, it is. Yeah, it looks like.
And I guess I also kind of want to jump in and say, like, even though me and Paige are both practitioners, I don't actually use it like what Paige has shown. I steer clear from doing one-on-one consults like that.
Yeah.
I do group packages and I scan them, but I don't actually take them through the scan. I just look at them for myself and then I make Cephi lists. And that's how I work even as a practitioner. I mean, obviously I use it a different way when I do kinesiology, but just like, going in cold as a consult with just the scanner, I don't do the depth that like we just showed you even
Yeah.
as a practitioner, because I don't want to get caught up in that it's only scanned once. But that's how you can do it. But that's not what I guess I'm just trying to say, don't think you all have to do that if you don't want to.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, 100%. And I'm moving away from doing that too. I do like it in my kinesiology sessions
Mm.
to bounce off. But you're right. I don't love doing the one-on-ones like this. It's too much detail for me most of the time. So you choose how you work with it. If you want to be more big picture, if you want to just, look in and go, okay, like we just did, digestive enzymes potentially, or amino acids, or, those sorts of things. You can pick and choose out of it and say, this scan says this, and then you've got the backup there that you can say, this is where it showed that.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I go through, like when I do my packages, they're doing every week, they're jumping on and we're scanning and they're looking at it, but we're not going into detail. They might go, oh, that amino acid's shown up again, and we have a quick chat, but we don't kind
absolutely.
of go through everything.
No, no, exactly. I agree. Um, Yeah, Jo says she doesn't share any of the other scans. Yeah, which is good too. I do like the details sometimes, and it depends on the client and what they're going through and all of the things. So, it's really up to you. And if you're an investigator like Michelle, you might like all of the detail, and you might attract people who love all the detail and want to do that. So go for it. I'm not a one, so that's why I've done it for a while, and I'm like, okay, I'm a three, a trial and error. It's like, yeah, that's not working for me anymore. I'm gonna go
Mm.
and try
Yeah.
something else
I
out now.
was doing it too, but then I was like, oh, I don't have time to get caught up in this, and I'd rather do group, and people see over a period of time a change rather
Absolutely,
than
yeah,
one
that's
off.
good. Judith, you had a question.
I've just, you might have said it earlier, but I might have just missed it. Which scan did you actually do? Was it an easy scan first
We
off?
did. We did do an easy
Right.
scan, and then we jumped into the specific things. And I could have actually just brought up the easy scan and just looked at it from a higher perspective as well, where we just saw the things out of balance. I don't love that because it just shows where it was red and stayed red. Whereas sometimes we've got, there's nuances in there. So for me,
So that's my question. How do you then get into the more detailed? Do you actually have to go and do a different scan?
no,
Because mine just
no,
comes with the
yes.
higher view, and I am an investigator.
Yep, that's a good
So,
question. So
yeah.
when you do an easy scan, it will populate your vitals and your comprehensive. So you go out of the easy scan part and you just go into the vitals
Oh,
report, and it will show you that easy scan.
okay.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
that's
I think
great.
I
Yeah.
have actually asked you that before, but it didn't
No,
make it
that's
through my
okay.
brain.
That's perfect. Yeah, that's a good question because I forget to tell people that, but you're right.
No,
Yeah.
thank you. That's really great. Cheers. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. So yeah, would love to hear, maybe in the chat how, not this chat, but the Frequency Soul Collective one, how you would love to use it or how you were already using it, maybe, that type of thing. That would be great. I will send you over that client sheet if anybody is interested in receiving that. Yep. I'll take another screenshot actually of who's here. I know
It
someone's.
might be good for everyone to share what they do, because it might give people ideas.
Yeah, that would be really great if you could share what you already do with it, and whether you got, some information tonight that helped you as well. That would be really great to share. I'm going to stop the recording right now, but thank you everybody for being on tonight.